some nigga won't take. Shit won't make a break. Safe.
Get on my knees, pray in the dark because I know some niggas won't take me.
Won't take.
Whatever they say, that shit won't make or break me. Riding around with a burner, never once put it on safety. Shit, it's your choice, you either love me or you hate. Get on my knees, pray in the dark because I know some niggas won't take me.
They won't take.
Whatever they say, that shit won't make or break me. Riding around with a burner, never once put it on safety. Shit, it's your choice, you either love me or you hate me. Prefer to get it on my own, I relax for help. These women don't love you, nigga snakes, I dug it by myself. Check out this brand new stick, I got this bitch fresh off the shelf. And I ain't buy this holder stun, I keep it on my belt. I bang out with my enemies, the clip long as a centipede. Before it's over with, I'ma make sure you remember me. My heart cold as December be, my temper hot as a 3rd degree. No limits to this life, I keep soldiers sweeping like Master P. Every now and then I ask the Lord, can I see another day? So God fearing, I tend to stutter when I say my grace. Shooters on play, they got the same average as Steph and Clay. The only difference in this game is we can't afford to play. And that's just facts, the minute you lack, you getting cracked. These niggas don't care about life itself, they quick to turn you to a pack. And that's just that, fuck who think my shit whack. Most slept on in my city, but Lord knows I love that rap. Get on my knees, pray in the dark because I know some niggas won't take me.
Won't take.
Whatever they say, that shit won't make or break me. Riding around with a burner, never once put it on safety. Shit, it's your choice, you either love me or you hate. Get on my knees, pray in the dark because I know some niggas won't take me.
They won't take.
Whatever they say, that shit won't make or break me. Riding around with a burner, never once put it on safety. Shit, it's your choice, you either love me or you hate. Had the bang one about playing with them.
Stop playing.
You better check the scope. Bitch, I'm from Glen Oaks. Everybody shooters, everybody trying to score. The Glock hold 32 rounds. It dunk like Shaq, but it shoot like Kobe though. It'll only take GG jersey to make a fuck nigga kiss the floor. I lost my best friend to the system. That shit hurting me. But every day I pray that God never take Glenn from me. Niggas spinning back to back. This word getting wicked. That's why I keep something with me. Getting out the mud, pops always told me, son, ain't nothing free. I finally jumped back on them beats, and now my mind at ease. Wanna book me for a show that's cool, long as my gang with me. I never let you take a thing from me. Bitch, ain't no stain in me. Before you do that, I'll jump in the bathtub of bleach. I'm tired of seeing rest in pieces. Murder everywhere you see. Down to my 3rd rod in this thunderstorm like CP3. How would you feel, nigga? Blame your dog, that shit'll make you cry. Boy, I'm a grown man when I speak, nigga, look me in my eye. Get on my knees, pray in the dark because I know some niggas won't take me.
Won't take.
Whatever they say, that shit won't make or break me. Riding around with a burner, never once put it on safety. Shit, it's your choice, you either love me or you hate. Get on my knees, pray in the dark because I know some niggas won't take me.
They won't take.
Whatever they say, that shit won't make or break me. Riding around with a burner, never once put it on safety. Shit, it's your choice, you either love me or you hate me.
There it is. Y'all know what it is, man. Good morning, Ellenwood. Let's get to the business, Austin Sector. Did the Sunday show, man. Did the Sunday show. It's called Good Morning, Ellenwood, man. We're doing it in the AM, man. We're trying to put the news on the board, get ready for the week. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get ready for the week, man. I told y'all, big news outlets, big news programs, this is what they do. They Sunday show be a recap of everything that went on during the week. And then they also, you know what I'm saying, politic about, you know, the upcoming stories, what's going to be going on. And, you know, over here in this Austin sector, you know what I'm saying, Ellenwood Studios TV, we definitely ahead of the curve. You know, what we talk about is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We put the news on the board. The stuff that we talk about, what we politic about, is what be going on in the sector, is what be going on in the world. So, you know, we doing our thing. We doing our thing. We doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? You got some haters popping up. And the shooters in the building. Go ahead and get that one off the board. And the shooters in the building. You can get Stunner Savage off the board every time he tight. You can get him off the board. He a crab. You know what I'm saying? He a crab. He done lost it, man. You know what I'm saying? He a crab. He done lost it, man. He won't hit that link, though. He won't do that. He won't hit that link. He's scared to hit that link, boy. He know he don't want to hit that link and politic with me. You want to come over here and do some hating, but you want to link. Shouts out to Big Boy TV, man. My partner in the building, man. Sharing the live, man. Sharing the live, man. I appreciate that, Big Boy. For real, for real. Real gang shit, man. Real gang member in this bit, man. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Big Boy TV, man. You always doing this thizzle, man. I appreciate you, bro. For real, for real, for real, man. But yeah, man, we're going to put this news on the board today, man. Get right on into it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get right on into it. We had dropped some shorts this week, man. And, man, they doing their thing, man. 2 of them at 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Number 300 people on the page, y'all. You know what I'm saying? 2 of the shorts at 1,000. You know what I'm saying? I just dropped one a couple hours ago. Last time I checked, it was at 2 some. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we doing our thing, man. Shouts out to the whole sector. Shouts out to the members, to the real ones. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to all my female lady shooters. You know what I'm saying? Making sure the chat rocking and rolling. Making sure ain't no player haters in the building. You know. So, yeah, we got some news to put on the board, man. The government shutdown is over with. So, what's up? Slap Gang Boss in the building. What's up, D? My partner and them in the building. You know what I'm saying? Slap Gang Boss shit. What's up, bro? So, yeah, the government shutdown is over with. You know, 40-some days. And the Democrats, they struggling right now. They struggling right now trying to figure out their next move, man. So earlier this week, they had dropped some emails and stuff. Try to get Trump in some shit. But, you know, we got to the bottom of that quick in a hurry. We're going to discuss it in a minute, man. But, yeah, we try to make sure we put our news on the board because what happened was if the news ain't on the board, then later on, they act like we weren't doing nothing. So that's why I make sure that I put our news on the board for real. So when it's all said and done, you can go check out these videos and they'll be like, oh, no, them boys was on top of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we be trying to do. We try to make sure we on top of it for real. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the sector going up, man. We ain't playing around, man. We is not playing around. Hey, Blaze, I see you, Blaze. I'm soon as my computer turn on, I'm gonna put your wrench on there. I got you, bro. Don't even trip. I got you, bro. You know what I'm saying? My bad that I didn't get that up there early. I meant to do it last night. But yeah, I'm just waiting on the screen to flip over right quick. Soon as the screen flip over, I got you, bro. Don't even trip, huh? Matter of fact, I'm about to let me slow down for 1 second so I can do that for bro. I got you, Blaze, my partner in the building. Shouts out to Blaze, man. Be supporting the game for real, man. Real membership, man. Shouts out to Blaze, man. But yeah, so them emails they dropped this week, and then I seen today where you know, this week they gonna vote. Sometime this week they gonna take a vote on whether or not to drop all the Epstein files. You know what I'm saying? Congress got a whole 30-some thousand files, and you know what I'm saying? They trying to drop them, and you know, you got people out there saying don't drop them, and you know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff going on, man. So, you know, some of the talk is that Trump don't want the files out there, but that ain't what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? You know, Trump said, you know what I'm saying, go on release and shit. I ain't did nothing wrong. Everybody who got their name in it, you know, it's on you now. It's on you now. You want to be out here playing around, jet setting, flying all over the world. Well, man, it's showtime now. It's showtime now. So yeah, that's what they got going on. They gonna vote this week sometime. I think they said Tuesday. They gonna vote Tuesday on whether or not to drop all the files. So we about to find out who names is on these papers. You know what I'm saying? What these papers say. You know what I mean? Like, Everybody, they swear, what I'm saying, the trust the name all through it. We're gonna find out soon enough. We're gonna find out soon enough. There you go, Blaze. There you go, Blaze. Get my partner wrenched up in here, man. There you go, homie. Go ahead and type in the chat, Blaze. I just got your wrench on the board, man. Do your thug thizzle, man. But yeah, man. So yeah, we're just trying to figure out what's who names is in these emails and these documents and what these documents say, what these files all about. The people that don't like Trump, they swear his name all through the files. But we're gonna find out shortly because they voting Tuesday. They is voting Tuesday on that, so we got to definitely tune in and find out what's going on. They, like I said, they released an email this week, and them emails weren't no good. You know what I mean? They tried to tell everybody they had something, they ain't have them. They ain't have them. They had went so far as to drop the lady name. They dropped some emails that had been came out. The email public record, man. But they just re-released them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, I love that track, man. That's why I play it. That's why I play it, Blake. Yeah, ask me what I think about Mon track, man. That's one of my favorite songs, man. That's why I play that thing, man. For real. For real. Yeah, that's why I play it, man. That's my shit, huh? So yeah, I let bro take off and intro the show every night. You know what I'm saying? That's my track. But yeah, we got the emails, that hit the board, and one of the sections of the email, it said redacted victim. And the night that everything dropped, we was over here discussing it. See, that's why I be trying to tell people, man, over here in this Austin sector, you know what I'm saying, over here in Ellenwood, we got one of the most engaged audiences on the excuse me. Nah, I ain't heard the new track, bro. I ain't heard the new track. I gotta go check it out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got one of the most engaged audiences on the internet. You know what I'm saying? As far as the people in the sector, the people that be on the link, the people that watch the shows, they know what's going on in the world for real. Politics, culture, whatever. And one of the things that we had put out was that the redacted name was a name that everybody know. You know what I'm saying? Somebody in the chat had typed and said that's and said the lady name. And we was having a discussion about it. And then the next day it came out that was an old email and they had the original email with the lady name not redacted. And that's what I was telling people that night, that the Democrats was playing the game. You know what I'm saying? Because they leaked the email, even though it was an old email, they leaked it to the public to make it look like it was something. You know what I'm saying? They leaked it out to the public to make it look like it was some new information. And people who hadn't been paying attention didn't know that information was old. You know what I'm saying? They did not know that information was old. So, yeah, we on top of that. We is definitely on top of that. Hey, big boy, I'm looking at let me go check something right quick. I got you, big boy. Let me check something out right quick. Yeah, people didn't know that information was old. So they didn't know that lady name was the same lady name that we already knew. Ain't no problem, Blaze. Ain't no problem, Blaze. Shouts out to you, man. Appreciate your support for real, man. For real, for real. I appreciate your support, homie. So yeah, the lady name was Virginia Guthrie. Yeah, she was the one in the emails, and they had the name redacted. And the whole time, everybody who knew that was her. And the reason that they redacted her name was because they was trying to smear Donald Trump up by not letting people know that the lady had actually testified under oath, and she had made a statement, and she said that, what I'm saying, she had seen him and she had never seen him do nothing inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? She had been around him a few times and he had never done anything inappropriate. And that's what I was trying to tell the people when we was reading the emails, when we was looking at it the night that it dropped. Because everybody, what I'm saying, the people who was typing in the chat, who was asking questions about it, was like, well, how is this a victim and Trump not in trouble? And I kept telling everybody that she was a victim for sure, but she wasn't no victim of him. You see what I'm saying? So we was correct, you know what I mean, with our assessment and our declaration that night. And that's my whole thing. I ain't trying to be first with the news. I'm trying to be correct with it. You know what I'm saying? Even though we usually be first. You know what I'm saying? But the reason we be first because we can see. So we able to gauge and see what's going on and know what's coming next. So that's how we end up being first a lot of times. But, I'm all about being correct, though. I'm all about being correct. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was an old email. And they re-released it. And the lady name was, that was the Virginia lady from the email. You know what I'm saying? And the reason that her name was redacted was because she had before said something different. You know what I'm saying? She had said something. Well, now I ain't gonna say she said something different because the email said that she was at the house and he was at the house. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the email said. But when you go look at her statement in court, what she said, you know what I'm saying? She said, yeah, she had seen him, been around him, and he had never did nothing inappropriate while she was around. She had never seen no inappropriate behavior. That was her statement. And that's why they redacted that name, because they wanted the people who, you know what I'm saying, the drive-by people to go ahead and use that to try to smear Trump's name up. So Trump was on top of his game, because the next morning his people popped out. They popped out. Nah, buddy. They already done disclosed that information, that name was redacted. And that's who that name was. Yeah. That lady already spoke and talked. And you know what I'm saying? In the email, the name was not redacted. When the Democrats re-released it, they redacted the name. But in the original email, the name is not redacted. And see, that's what I was telling somebody, you know what I'm saying? Because I was having this discussion with somebody. Because that night that all the emails dropped, we had actually went out to eat and stuff. And, I was sitting at the bar talking to some people. And, I was watching the news and stuff, watching whatever was on the TV. And, you know what I'm saying, that story popped up and we was chopping up the game about it. And I was saying, that's crazy how, you know what I'm saying, the emails is written, because who talked to that girl like that? Hey, Moni, what's up, baby girl? What's up, Moni? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I got firsthand information, you know what I'm saying, that them emails was the same emails from before. And you know what I mean? And we knew that. We knew that already, though. You know what I'm saying? Because like I told you, this is my lane and this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very tuned in and very engaged in, all the happenings on this political stuff and this political news. And that's why I'm able to put this stuff out the way I put it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting this out on the live feed now. You know what I'm saying? I'm making sure that, for one thing for sure, two things for certain, I'm making sure I ain't about to tell no lie on here. And the second thing, I'm gonna make sure I don't say the wrong thing. So if I don't know something, I'm gonna get all my information together before I speak on it. But you know what I'm saying? 90% of the time, anything pop across that news feed, I'm able to talk about it right then and there because I'm already tuned in. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They got the interrogation footage of Epstein. They got a lot of stuff, man. So, Congress will be voting Tuesday on whether or not to release all the files or not. They got the votes now from, what I'm saying, what we hearing. Word on the street is they got the votes. You know what I'm saying? They need like 218 people to say yes, and it can go through. It should be a lot more. It shouldn't be, too many people saying no. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be too many people saying no. Because why wouldn't you release it? What y'all hiding now? Who gonna vote no? Who gonna vote no? We're gonna see who gonna vote no on releasing this information. Trump had a meeting over at the White House late last week, and he had one of the females over there and trying to get her to vote one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? They didn't disclose, what the meeting was about, but word on the street is, it was people in the White House telling her to not release them. Moni, don't lock him up, Moni. Moni said they need to lock him up. They need to lock the Trumpster up. Oh no, Moni. Hey, Moni, I'm in agreement with you now. If he done did something wrong, if he done broke the law, hey, I'm with that. Lock him up. You know what I'm saying? We don't want nobody behind these walls, but the politicians and stuff, they doing the most in our name and with our money. You know what I'm saying? So, one of them get caught out here bad. I don't feel no pity for them now. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to have that same energy though, with whoever names is on these lists. Now, when these documents come out, I want y'all to have that same energy for whoever name on there. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, they've been talking about this stuff for years. And the word on the street is it's a lot of powerful people on these lists. Their names is all through these documents. You know what I'm saying? A lot of politicians, judges, lawyers, celebrities. You know what I mean? For real now. So, whoever name is on this list and you know what I'm saying, you done did some wrong, we need to get that investigation going, get to the bottom of it. At the very least, you need to pop up and, you know what I'm saying, explain yourself. You see what I'm saying? Because, oh, excuse me. You got to put your story on the board. However you associated with this, man. Because, see, a lot of names going to come out that we haven't heard before. You know what I mean? They've been speculating. The rumor mill been going around. You know what I'm saying? But by they're pressing the line so hard on Donald Trump, it's about to be a firestorm now. You know what I'm saying? Because Trump and Epstein, were associates. And, some would call them friends or whatever. But, Don said he ain't do nothing crazy with him. He don't know nothing about no crazy goings-ons. But, people saying that the fact that you was friendly with him, you had to know. So, I want him to keep that same energy when all these other names come out. Because, see, everybody on the list ain't innocent now. It's gonna be a lot of innocent people on the list now. Oh no, man. I ain't hear that Jack was out there. Oh wow, I did not hear that. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of people names on the list, man, because you know what I'm saying, he did business with a lot of people. You know what I mean? So, that was one of the reasons why they do not want the information out. Right. It is definitely interesting that all this stuff is coming out now. But yeah, part of the thing is they didn't want some of this stuff to come out because a lot of people gonna get caught up in it who, I'm just gonna keep it honest with you, who didn't have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like they was associates of his, and he was trying to get people involved in what he had going on, because you got to remember now, everything was going on. They was filming it and everything. It was for blackmail, blackmail purposes. And the word on the street is that, what I'm saying, CIA is behind all this. He say he was definitely there among them Dollar Bill. Yeah, they say Dollar Bill was on them airplanes and all that. They say all that. I mean, you got people saying he was other places. You know what I mean? They say he was other places. So we're going to see what's going on, man. We're going to see what's going on. But yeah, they had people who names is on these lists who didn't necessarily do nothing wrong. And that is the problem with releasing all this information. They saying, like, people's name gonna get smeared up and it's gonna be hard to recover from it. Once you get your name tied up into this, it's gonna be tough to recover. And the Democrats don't care. You see what I'm saying? So they tied Trump name to it so hard that it's gonna be hard to not tie everybody's name to it who come out. You know what I'm saying? So just the fact that Trump name is in them documents is enough for people to think that he had something to do with everything that was going on. So, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Hillary Clinton. Yeah, Hillary. Now her name, I don't really remember her name coming up, but I know Dollar Bill came up. His name definitely came up because they say he was on the plane and all kind of stuff, man. He got former Secret Service people telling them that, Dollar Bill told them not to even get on the plane a few times, or at least one time, because the Secret Service go everywhere he go, even though he the ex-president. And they say Clinton was going somewhere one day, and he told them folks to, he'll be right back. You know what I'm saying? He'll be right back for real. Right. It was, you know what I'm saying? That was the word on the street that, it's children involved. So that's the big thing about getting to the bottom of it. Like, they not worrying. They argument is they not worrying about the people that's, let me see how to say this. They not worrying about the people who in high positions and stuff that their name is coming up. The whole issue with the thing is that it was kids involved. So the fact that it was kids and stuff involved, they is trying to, it's good people trying to get to the bottom of it. They don't care who name. Look, man, if the name is on there, too bad for you. But it was children involved, and we got to find out what was going on. So it's going to be interesting to see, man. So this week, they got the big vote in the House of Representatives. And, you know what I'm saying, as of right now, from the word on the street is they do have enough votes to go ahead and get the files released. And they done had enough time to get everything situated. So soon as the vote go through, you know what I'm saying, we should be looking at next week sometime them files coming on out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's our business. You know what I'm saying? This is the government, other people, by the people. So, you know what I'm saying? The fact that the files is in there, them is our files. And they should be released to us, you know what I'm saying? Because it's our government. So at the end of the day, whoever name is on the list, that's your problem. You know what I mean? We need to see what's going on. But yeah, that's what the word is, that there's people names on the list and a lot of people gonna get caught up in it. You know what I mean? Who may or may not have nothing to do with something because, your name gonna pop up. Because the man, Trump was not his only friend. If, Trump said they weren't friends, he said they was. Okay, so let's just say they are friends. Trump was not his only friend. So, the fact that one of his friends' names is in there. I mean, some more of his friends' names should be in there too. Right. Transparency is the best thing. I believe that too, Blaze. I definitely agree with that. We ain't trying to sugarcoat it. We ain't trying to put no band-aid on it. We want to see the files. You know what I mean? We want to see the files. And, my theory is that, the Don, he ain't did nothing wrong. His name ain't, in nothing wrong, because had it been, they would have used the information a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? They would have used the information a long time ago. What's up, Fred? Why not Fresh in the bed? What's up, bro? Yeah, man. So, that's what I'm on right there. I'm on releasing this information. And, what they say, let the heavens fall. You know what I'm saying? But the truth got to come out. The truth got to come out. You know what I'm saying? We need to know about everybody who's on there. And when I say we need to know about everybody who's on there, if your name is in this paperwork and stuff, then we need to know why. You got to come out and speak. I know, Miss Moni. The whole thing, Miss Moni, is it's out of Trump hands. You know what I'm saying? The documents is in the Congress, and you know what I'm saying? So they got their vote this week. I just can't see you voting no. Anybody that vote no on releasing the file, you got to get in front of one of these cameras and explain that. You know what I'm saying? On the game, I got you, bro. I got you, bro. Yeah, if your name is in these five, man, you need to explain yourself. For real, for real. I got you, brother. Yeah, if your name's in these files, you need to explain yourself. There you go, Fred. Oh yeah, on the game, Fred. On the game, man. My partner in the building. Yeah, if your name's in these files, you need to come in front of one of these cameras and explain yourself. Cause you come in front of these cameras and do everything else. You know what I'm saying? You're on these cameras talking about this and talking about that. So if your name is in the Epstein files, you need to get on in front of one of these cameras ASAP and tell her what's going on. Shouts out to the Queen in the building. What's up, sis? Ice Blad, drop the cash out, man. One time for the game, man. But yeah, shouts out to the Queen in the building, Twin KT. But yeah, if your name is on the Epstein files, I don't care what it's about. You need to get in front of one of these cameras and tell the people what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no more running and hiding. Ain't no more shucking and jiving. Because it's been years. You know what I'm saying? So these files is coming out. The vote is this week. And we want to know, what was you doing? And we want to hear it from your mouth. We don't want to hear no lawyer talking. We don't want to hear no news talking. We want you on camera telling the people why your name in the files. You know what I'm saying? You ain't did nothing wrong. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Because no media outlets can't smear you up and say nothing bad about you because, they can be sued. So if your name is in this paperwork, you need to get right on in front of one of these camera screens and tell us what's going on. You know what I'm saying? How's your name wherever it appears? You know what I'm saying? Because Trump was not his only friend. And that's just facts. You know what I'm saying? That's just facts. No, they don't. No, they don't. You know what I'm saying? For real. So, you know what I'm saying? All the regular civilians, anytime something happen to you, yeah, you're going right in front of a judge. You're going right in front of a judge. You fool around, get caught jaywalking in the wrong neighborhood. You'll be right on down in Central Booking somewhere. You know what I mean? I ain't saying that everybody name on, because I ain't naive. So I know that everybody name on the list ain't guilty of a crime. I understand that. But you need to get in front of a camera and explain yourself. As much as we went through trying to get these files released. Because this is millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? That's you, Fred. They don't look like you. That is you. It real, huh? That is you. So yeah, your name is on these files. You need to drag yourself right on in front of your nearest camera and let us know what the business is. I don't care who it is. If it's a rapper, if it's an actor, whoever it is, your name is on these files. It real. It real. Oh, the DNA test morning, that was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. I seen a video with she talking about Sean Carter, and apparently it's a little boy. Well, he ain't no little boy now, he a grown man. But he's saying that he's actually the son of this guy. And they trying to get a DNA test, but they can't get the DNA test situated. You know what I'm saying? And the story is crazy how they got out the DNA test, Mom. You know what I'm saying? The story is absolutely crazy how they got out the DNA test. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's a shame too, Mom, because the fact that the mom was supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, a minor at the time, the statute of limitations done ran on it, so it ain't really nothing that the criminal system can do. Now, civilly, they can try him, you know what I'm saying, try to get recover some damages, or you know what I'm saying, for what's going on now, and plus, you know what I'm saying, him not being there and you know, taking care of him or something. I don't know how that worked. You know what I'm saying? Because his mom actually passed away. So I don't know if she had tried to put him on child support beforehand or whatever. And, you know what I'm saying? I just don't know how legally, you know what I'm saying, it works where, okay, you get a DNA test and prove that someone is your parent. Can you recover some money from them? You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that works legally. Maybe somebody could type that in the chat, but I know for sure that I think the statute of limitations done ran out on, you know what I'm saying, the fact that she was supposed to be a minor at the time that she conceived him. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, man. That's absolutely crazy. But the story about how he got out the court case that's one for the books, huh? That's one for the books. See, because I tell y'all this game is called Four Corners, where they bind when you end up in one of these courtrooms, you bound to whatever on that paperwork. You know what I'm saying? You bound to that paperwork, man. So he slipped his way through the cracks with the I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Putting that disclaimer up there for him. Good looking out. But yeah, he slipped his way through the cracks by his address. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to be a legal resident of, you know what I'm saying, the county or the state or the city where you trying to do your business at. And you know what I'm saying? They slipped through there on a technicality and got the case thrown out. So that's why he never did. That little boy never did get the DNA test. You know what I'm saying? They slipped through the cracks, huh? For real. They slipped through the cracks. You know, but see, this the whole thing though. You got so many people, like, you mean to tell me you're at a restaurant and you don't know what's going on? You ain't grabbed the fork and gave it to a lawyer or something? You know what I'm saying? One of them hairdressers ain't picked up a piece of hair somewhere and turned it in. Or you ain't find a Coke can somewhere with some DNA on it. Try to get you some onions. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I don't advise nobody to do no snaky stuff like that, but it happens every day though. It happens every day, man. So I think that, you know, if they can I think he's still trying to go back and forth to court on that thing, and you know what I'm saying, find out if he did, you know, if that's his parent or not. But we'll see though. We'll see. We'll see, man. Hey man, it's all good, Fred. You know you my partner, man. You already know what it is, man. Big wine our shit, man. Big wine our shit, man. Thanks for all the support, bro. For real, man. I couldn't even, you know what I'm saying? I can't thank you enough, bro. For real, for real. You know, appreciate it, homie. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know, everybody be doing them. And you know, y'all take y'all time out to fuck with the nigga, support the shit we got going on, man. It mean the world to me, bro. For real. It mean the world to me. That's why I try to keep, you know what I'm saying, banging. That's why I try to keep banging, huh? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we got that's the biggest story of the week though, is the vote this week to see about releasing them documents. You know what I'm saying? That is the biggest story of the week, man. You know what I mean? It's gonna they gonna, you know, they gonna run it in the ground. Cause soon as the vote go through, then we waiting on the release. They done had time, so the original excuse is out the door now. About it, so many documents, we gotta look through them. We gotta make sure we redact this stuff, man. Look, y'all had plenty of time to have all this stuff ready to go. Man, soon as the vote hit, man, the document should be released the next day. Really the same night. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. So it won't be long, man. If it's not this week, because they voting this week. So if not this week, definitely in the next 3 weeks, man, something gonna shake, man. We're gonna get some information by the end of the year. It did vote go through Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? I think they vote on Tuesday. So if they vote go through Tuesday, we're gonna get some information before the end of the year. Cause you gotta remember now we already you know, halfway through November. So, you know, they're gonna take their little recess in December. But before they do all that, you know what I'm saying? I want to see what was in them documents. I want to see what's in them documents. Okay, after they claim there wasn't a file to begin with. I know, man, I know. And because I'm trying to tell you, man, when I look through this case, man, and seeing how they wiggled up out of there with that address situation, because see, it was something about the address what got them off the hook. I'm thinking that they filed the paperwork in one county, but they wasn't a residence of the county. So the address that they had on there wasn't no good address. And from my understanding, they ran the clock out on them folk, wait till the last minute and hit them with it. And then there wasn't no way for them to, you know, make another adjustment or something. So the case was dead on the arrival. So that's how they got out the case. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure that with the information that he presented, you know what I'm saying, judge is gonna err on the side of the child. You know what I'm saying? Like if everybody telling the truth, if he telling the truth, if the child telling the truth, then everything is equal. And the judge gonna err on the side of the child and be like, well, let's just do the test. Cause it ain't no harm in doing the test. Cause if it's not yours, then you good. But if it is yours, then we got our relief. But I think the boy got a good story, and I think he got some documentation too to prove what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? So when I say some documentation, some letters, some photos, you know what I'm saying? People from, you know, some witnesses, you know, people who knew about this stuff at the time. So, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be very interesting to see how he played that. With that, it's hard to say, but the government story don't make sense. So her question is, y'all, this is a 3-part show. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show y'all how this is a 3-part show. So her question is on the board. So that's what I'm talking about right now. The question that Mona put on the board. You know what I'm saying? One of my female lady shooters, one of my mods over here. And like I say, this is a 3-part show, audio, video, and the chat. So if you engage with the chat, then you can type in the chat and see what's going on. If you you just listening in your car or you got your headphones on and you listening, there go your audio. But if you're doing all three and you watching it, you got the video, you can look on the screen and see her question right there on the screen. You can see her question right there on the screen, man. So yeah, I'm gonna answer her question right quick, man. Her question is, do you think Epstein unalived himself? She said she just playing devil's advocate. Right. She said she just playing devil's advocate. Oh, my bad. So yeah, I'm catching hell right now. My bad right there, man. Shouts out to the cash out, man. Appreciate it, man. Y'all know how we rock over here, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't, the cash out on the screen, whatever, man. And unless you type in the cash out, give you a shout out, we're gonna keep between us. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, you know what I mean? And then once we get monetized in a couple months or whatever, then the super chats will be on the board and everybody can see your name or whatever. But it's people that fuck with me, that rock out with me, that they'll be, they just do it for the love. So we don't do no promoting of the cash out as far as, saying nobody's name unless you want me to say your name. Other than that, you know what it is, man. So appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? This is our show. And, I appreciate the support for real, in a real way. You know what I'm saying? So good looking out on all that. But yeah, back to on the question though. Do you think Epstein unalived himself? And she said she just playing devil's advocate. She just wanted to hear what we was gonna put on the board. So, I never did, you know what I'm saying, 100% believe the official story. And then when, I went back and watched some video and, got some more information on it, it's just too many things out of place for me to just buy that, man. You know what I mean? You mean to tell me the people who was directly supposed to been watching where he was at is asleep? You know what I'm saying? The people who was directly supposed to be peeping the play that night is not there. You mean to tell me the one person in America who everybody know is in trouble, who's in custody, the camera don't work? You know what I mean? Like, it's just too much going on. So they end up finally releasing some camera footage. And man, it's too many blind spots on the camera. Just to be totally honest with you, man. It's too many blind spots on the camera for me to tell you that he did not walk out of that cell that night. You know what I'm saying? Just too many blind spots on the camera. Because, you know what I'm saying, it's a pod. And then they had cells upstairs, you know what I'm saying, like a little stairwell right there. And, you know what I'm saying, the person who is supposed to be watching him is sitting right here where you can see the whole thing. And then it's a door over there off camera, which you can see, but you can't see it because ain't none of them cameras working. The camera that's working is the one that's looking at this way, but you can see the place. But it's the camera over here that you can see, and it can show on some stuff. But the one camera that you need, it show the door that I'm telling you about, plus where his actual cell was at. Ain't none of that's visible because that camera ain't working. You know what I'm saying? So they said didn't nobody come through that door. But the camera that's working don't prove that because you can't see the door. You see what I'm saying? So you can't see if somebody came in there or not, into the pod because that camera is not working right there. Then the camera that'll show you the door is not working right here. But that camera also show you his cell. Yeah, so it was just too many discrepancies in that for me to believe the official story. And then how they said he, did the thing. I just can't buy it. They're just like you telling me you drowned yourself. How? Only way you can drown yourself is if you fall asleep or so. You know what I mean? Like, you drown yourself in the bathtub. You could just stand up. You know what I mean? You could just stand up. So I'm having a hard time believing that, because even if he did put that thing on and tried to do that, eventually his body gonna, kick itself up out of there. You're not gonna that's just like holding your breath. You're not gonna hold your breath until it's over with. Eventually you're gonna you know what I'm saying? So he's sitting there with the thing around his neck. Eventually gonna stand up because he got it tied to the bed. And even if you get on your knees and lean forward or whatever they said he tried to do, eventually when you start running out of oxygen and stuff, you was gonna fight. You was gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? You was gonna fight. So the only thing I can think of for the story to even possibly be true is they would have had to be done gave him something and he fell asleep. But even with falling asleep, unless they gave you something to make you unconscious, when you start running out of oxygen, you're gonna wake up. You understand me? When your oxygen tank get on E, you're gonna start fighting on trying to breathe. So I don't know, man. I had a hard time buying that fish store, man. I had a hard time buying that fish store. And now that everything is coming to light now, it's gonna be interesting to see who got what to say, for real. That's why I told them they better watch Orange Man. They say Orange Man bad. Yeah, they better watch him, because I think he done set everybody up. You know what I mean? Because he ain't really making no statements or saying much about it at all. And I think the reason he doing that, because he know he good and he trying to let everybody else get themselves caught up. You know what I'm saying? He trying to let everybody else get themselves caught up. Yeah, like I said, man, thanks for the cash out. Thanks for all the support, man. I really appreciate it. I can't say enough, man. You know, say how much I appreciate it, man. You know what I mean? I try to do the right thing too, because I keep that cash out, you know what I'm saying, just strictly for the show. You know what I'm saying? Strictly for the YouTube. So anything going on over here, you know what I'm saying, that's what it's for. So, you know what I'm saying, y'all know that y'all, you know what I'm saying, support is helping us, and it's very much appreciated. You know what I mean? So we ain't gonna never stop doing what we doing, man. They's paying millions for people to sit behind these microphones, man. For real, man. They's paying millions for people to sit behind these microphones and talk this talk. And you know what I'm saying? I'm one of the best at it. I'm one of the best at it, huh? For real, for real. I'm one of the best at it, man. Any subject, any topic, I can do this with the best of them, man. For real, with the best of them. You know what I mean? So, all these boys running around the internet with my name in their mouth. This is the one place they won't come. This is the one place they won't come. They won't come over here and talk or type. You understand me? They won't come over here and talk or type. Because they know they come over here, I'm going to put a belt on them for real. You know what I'm saying? They know it. You know what I'm saying? Just to show us poo-poo stink, I'm going to put a belt on them right across their rear end. They come over here playing with me on what we doing and what we talking about, man. Cash out steady going on, man. I appreciate it, man, for real, man. Thank you so very much, man. You know what I'm saying? I think you're being funny now, but I appreciate it, man, for real. I swear I do, man. I swear I do. But yeah, man, we are hour in. See how fast this thing go, man. We put the news on the board for you right quick. That's why I tried to tell them on it, man. They one of the hottest shows on the internet. Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying, mess with the game for real. You know what I'm saying? Nobody mess with the sector. You know what I mean? We got the best content. We got the best people. You know what I mean? We going up for real. We is going up for real. You know what I'm saying? We 5 minutes to the end of the show, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all hit the link. Get on the stage. I'm going to mute your mic up, and we're going to rock out and get on out of here, man. We're going to rock out and get on out of here, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all get on the link right quick. Get on the stage with me. Y'all get up here. The link is in the chat, man. Y'all hit the link, man. Get on the stage and rock out with me, man. We about to close the show, man. We about to close the show. This was the first episode of Good Morning Ellenwood, where we putting the real news on the board. You know what I'm saying? We're doing tomorrow's news today. You know what I mean? What they're going to be talking about this week. We putting it on the board today. So, you know what I'm saying? As the week go by, we'll know what we got going on. We'll cover any breaking news, any stories. And, you know, I appreciate y'all tapping in with me. I'm proud of the work we doing. And, you know what I'm saying? We're going to keep going up, man. Shouts out to Big Boy TV. Always sharing out the live, man. I appreciate bro for doing that. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to CEO. Fresh, wine not fresh in the building. Bro been rocking out with me for real, man. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to leave nobody out. You know what I'm saying? That's what the purpose of me building everybody up. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't leave nobody out. Moni, I got to get you on the board. You always come through doing your third thizzle. You got to get you on the board. Hey, Splash, drop put the number in the chat so Monica hit the text message so she'll know how to get her picture in so I can get her on the board with the rest of the game members. I appreciate you, Monica, for real. For real, coming through, rocking out with me in a real way. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my baby mama in the building. Now my baby in the building, man. You know what time it is, though. Y'all know what time it is. It's the close of the show. You know who coming through, the star of the sector. You know what I'm saying? The queen herself. Twin KT, my sister in the building. Take out, twin.
Spar. I told God I have a hard time with patience, my board is full. It's a lot of moves that I done postponed cause of your book. They forgot about the queen, she has skills to capture rooks. So any peace protecting castles, a straight move they getting took. It ain't no allies. You can get your bishop, pope, pastor, or rabbi, but none of those prayers protect your flesh from your past life. Cause a night gets it jumping, L-shaped plans create they flat minds. Same meals they gotta take if I choose to go and get mine. Now start the clock a piece with 7, got 2 more shots. A pawn up in this game is just a pawn for the plot. Some kings they gotta go, so think about your spot. Be cautious how you play cause the queen is watching your thoughts. Sadly we're here today cause these things they escalate. A woman scorn is something that they underestimate. Don't involve your ego, we target to check they mates. That means I'll sacrifice all they pieces to make it safe. I need a new team, mine is playing both sides. Bad diagonal moves, why do demons wanna hide? In bishop type movements, we cut they corners, let them die. It's 64 squares and you can't check her up, no lies. Now start the clock a piece with 7, got 2 more shots. A pawn up in this game is just a pawn for the plot. Some kings they gotta go, so think about your spot. Be cautious how you play cause the queen is watching your thoughts.